Good morning, gamers. Welcome back to Phantom Games. I'm Lee, and today we're doing another day of our hashtag My30DayWorld. It was presented by Absolute Tabletop in conjunction with their Kickstarter, A Dead Man's Guide to Dragon Grin. Absolute Tabletop, you need to follow them on Kickstarter. They've got a lot of good stuff out there. Check them out. So, we're going to get right into this, and today is the 7th, and that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Today's challenge is, how common are adventurers and heroes in your world? Well, we're going to start with my Phantom RPG, and heroes are very common there. There's actually an organization set up. Make sure I get it right. Yeah. Called Prophecies, Inc. Prophecies, Inc. got its start eons ago when the holder of lore was near the end of her life. The holder had kept all prophecies from all over the world and had given them out when they were needed. And as her time began to slip away, she began to recruit people to carry on her work. These first people became known as keepers. Over time, the task of collecting and distributing prophecies became more and more difficult. Around the 1800s, the keepers decided to make themselves known to the public and began gathering people to fulfill these prophecies. In 1902, the keepers opened the doors of the first official office in Berlin, and would keep track, an office that would keep track of all the end-world prophecies. Now, a century later, Prophecies, Inc. has become a multinational organization with offices in every major city around the world. So there's actually an organization that collects end-world prophecies and then finds the heroes that match the prophecies, the adventurers to match the prophecies to stop whatever end of the world thing is going on. I just noticed, I forgot I shaved. I was like, well, what is that glare? All right, so here's the way I actually ran a game once where I sent everyone out an email to a link to a website that I had built, which was an application to Prophecies, Inc. So they actually had to fill out this questionnaire, and it was basically a character sheet that they had to fill out. And it was questions like that. Were you born under a blood moon? You know, have you ever had this? You know, just all these really weird things. Were you born with a cowl over your face? Do you have are you missing 3 fingers on your left hand? You know, all these, just some odd random questions all the way through. Are you the 7th son of the 7th son? And so, after they filled that out, I sent them an invitation. Because they met the requirements. That was how I got the party together, was they met the requirements to stop this end-of-the-world prophecy. Unfortunately, during that game, the party decided not to stop the end of the world, but to flip sides and try to bring about the end of the world. And most of them got killed off in the process, except for one, who then became the major villain. And the next game I ran, the players all played as stat members trying to take down the group, their previous group. It was quite interesting. So yes, heroes are very prevalent in the Phantom world. They're a dime a dozen. There's always an end of the world prophecy. There's heroes out there that make their living trying to stop these end of the world prophecies. So yeah, heroes are real prevalent. Superheroes, you name it. It's a fucked up world. Now, for my D&D campaign. Adventurers. Yes, adventurers are very common. There's actually a couple of different places different things that cater just for the adventurers. I have a... I don't know if I've mentioned it. I just see. I need to really sit down and read this stuff, and I say that all the time. All right, I actually have this adventurer. His name is Mashak. Well, he was an adventurer in his youth. Now he's a retired wizard. Well, he's retired from the adventuring world, and on his death, he created his tomb. And he put all of his wealth that he had collected over the numerous years in this tomb. There's multiple puzzles in this place. So he's like, well, look, if people are going to raid my tomb, let's make it hard for them. And if they succeed, they'll get an item. So he set up a bunch of puzzles, and if you succeed on these puzzles, you gain an item out of this treasure vault. If you fail, one of your items is put in the treasure vault. So it's self-perpetuating. And there are numerous things in there, plot hooks, basically, that there are certain areas in town, like there's currently a Tomb of Mashak in Bridgewater, that adventure guilds have set up around it, where that's all the adventurers do, is they go into this tomb to retrieve stuff for paying clients. So, adventurers are pretty good. Heroes, well, there's probably some, but our little group, haven't met any heroes. They're quickly becoming heroes. That whole age of hero type thing, it's now. So, the legends are being written now. And every now and then they'll come across some tidbit of something. But it is the age of heroes currently. So that's all I've got for now, guys. If you like these videos, please click on the like button. If you think someone else would like them, please click on the share button. Every like is an inspiration, every share is an advantage, and every subscription is an experience point. I'm trying to reach 300 experience points so I can get to level 2. Any announcements? We've got, I posted a video last night about our Bridgewater Knights campaign. We had the first official session last night. The campaign players consist of my wife, my 2 kids, and a guy I work with, which are a fighter monster hunter variant from Unearthed Arcana, a Tabaxi Bard, College of the Sword, I want to say he's a human, he might be a half-elf, mage, not a wizard, not a warlock, not a sorcerer. He is a mage. It is a custom class that I built based on the monk class. So he does magic damage the way a monk does damage. So it's a set amount of damage as he levels up. It's a more free-form magic style system. There are bugs in it. I found one last night. And then our newest party member is a Dragonborn Cleric, which he hasn't started playing yet. So that's our Saturday, our Sunday night game session. This Thursday will be our second game of the Tarim session. We'll see how that goes. I think I've come up with an interesting way of allowing party members not to be there if people from that group have to work, because it's a scheduling thing on that one. That's all I got for now. So I'll see you guys in the next game. Bye.